Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump planning a bailout for farmers. Again. Word has started to circulate that the administration is already looking at having to pay farmers for the effects of Trump's trade war, or face a massive wave of farm foreclosures. Though administration officials are saying they don't think it'll be necessary in public, go ahead and start the clock ticking on a shift on that. It's worth remembering that prior to the tariffs being implemented, economists said that this would likely be the outcome. Closing off markets and trade disputes means farmers can't export. It seems incredibly likely that seeds of a farmer bailout have already been planted, and the administration is just waiting to harvest what it planted. Details of discussions are still sketchy, but some are saying the bailout will be hundreds of billions. That seems incredibly high, but it's worth remembering that during Trump's last trade war, which was a fraction of the scale, the bailout cost topped $60 billion, which incidentally is 92% of the tariff revenue during the period. Doesn't seem like the tariffs will be replacing income tax anytime soon. The bailouts also had a lot of problems and left some farmers out. We also need to add into the problem balance sheet that this time around, the foreign trade barriers aren't the only problem farmers are dealing with. First is increased production cost from Trump's domestic tariffs. Then the second problem. Remember all of those cuts? When USA didn't buy the crops it normally does? You know, the deals the farmers were counting on. That's going to compound things. Then we have the fact that some farmers, like soybean farmers, still haven't recovered from Trump's first trade war. The U.S. share of the Chinese market still hasn't gotten back up to where it was before Trump tried to make it great again. Brazil took that share of the market, and it never came back. We need to remember that back in March, the administration already authorized $10 billion in direct assistance to farmers. The Secretary of Agriculture said the assistance was happening because, quote, producers are facing higher costs and market uncertainty. Markets hate uncertainty. So while at first glance, the rumored hundreds of billions seem ridiculously high, it might not be. The trade war is far more expansive this time, so that really might be the cost to cover farmers impacted by Trump's trade war. Now here's the thing to remember. Farmers are a very visible sector of the economy with a strong lobby. There will be other U.S. exporters that might need to get bailed out too, but we won't hear about it right away. It's worth noting that farmer trade associations aren't necessarily happy about the situation. An economist for the American Soybean Association said, quote, trade aid isn't going to be farmers' first choice for a solution of all this. Farmers prefer to earn their money from the markets. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.